Hi friends! So today I wanted to do a little bit of like a collective haul with the Sephora VIB Rouge sale happening over the past 2 weeks. I have definitely spent way too much money on makeup. This is kind of collective too. This isn't something I bought all in one day. These are just all things. Basically what happened is I placed an order at Sephora, got a bunch of stuff from that, placed an order at Ulta, got a bunch of stuff from that, went into Ulta, got a couple of things, went into Sephora, got a couple of things. So this is from like 4 or 5 shopping trips. Also a couple of Marshalls, because Marshalls is the best. So we're just going to get into this because there's too much stuff here. So first thing I wanted to talk about are these two Essence Lash Princess volumizing. I got the volumizing mascara and the sculpted volume mascara. The packaging is just like too cute. Like super, super, super adorable. And I really, really like the packaging. Basically, I went into Ulta and these were buy one, get one half off. And they're already only like $5. They're super, super cheap. And I've heard a couple of smaller, not bigger, but I've heard some smaller. I know Annika Osterland was, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She talked about this purple one a ton. And so I was kind of like, oh, I heard about these. I'll give them a try. I tried them this morning and the purple one especially, I didn't really try the orange one. Purple one is super comparable to the Benefit Roller Lash as far as like the kind of finish that you get on your eyelashes. And I really, really like that, especially because when I do more natural days, this will be good. So I think these are really cute and they're really good and they're super cheap. Mascara is one of those things you can just buy super cheap and like still be good. So the next thing, sorry, my curls are everywhere. The next thing is I got the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter Palette. Looks like this. So I went on the website of Ulta a few weeks ago and they had tons of stuff on sale, like tons of new stuff. I'll tell you what I got on the sale because you guys are going to be shocked. But this was one of the items, and this is a relatively new thing that came out. I think it only came about like 4 or 5 months ago. So it's already on sale. It was only limited time. It's not on sale anymore, but I'm telling you guys, you have to check the sales literally every day because this new stuff is just always coming out. So it looks like this. Let's see if I can make it. There we go. Looks like this. It has kind of a pinky shade, a golden shade, a bronzy shade, and then a more like, it's like this is more pinky than bronze, and then this is more bronzy. Yeah, I really, really, really love these. All of this stuff, most of it, I've used, except a couple things that I bought literally just now. But I really, really, really love this. I like it because it's a little bit more of like a subtle glow. It's not necessarily like the most blinding highlight, but if I'm just going to work or school, this is really perfect. And this shade, Not Safe for Work, is gorgeous. NSFW is gorgeous. It reminds me of their Fireball shade, only less glittery. I know their like single baked highlighters are super, super, super shimmery, which I don't love. But these are not like that. These are not super shimmery, and they're really, really pretty. I think this was a good find. Okay, so next we have this Tarte. Again, this is the one. Okay, so it's $39 normally. I found it on sale for some reason because this is their 2017 collection. Found this on sale for $23 at Ulta. Limited offer. This is my new favorite piece of makeup that I own. There might be another one that's my new favorite. But this is my new favorite right now. This is the Tarte Blush Palette. Tarte blushes are just my absolute favorite thing look at that. Couldn't you just look at this? First of all, the outside packaging is beautiful. And then you could just look at this for literally the rest of your life. Beautiful. I literally have not stopped using this since it came in the mail. I think this is so stunningly beautiful. Obsessed. And I only got it for $23 because I got it on sale. So I was really excited about this. And this is such a good blush palette. It's so pretty. It's Tarte blushes. So they're so pretty, so pigmented. A normal Tarte blush costs $30. So even if you do get this at the $39, you're paying $9 extra for 3 extra blushes. So I think that's a really, really good deal. And I highly recommend their blush stuff. I like this especially because it's a little bit more compact than like their Circle blush palette that also has highlighters in it, which I don't really like Tarte highlighters, so I didn't want that. And it's a little bit more expensive. And then they have their big blush book that's like $60 with all these different blushes. You can't take that anywhere. Like, if you're gonna, the times I would use a palette like this especially is when I'm traveling, and it's the same thing with that big blush book, the huge one. I would use those blushes when I was traveling. So I feel like I wouldn't want to travel with a huge circular wheel of blush, but I'll travel with this little compact kit. So I think this is a really good deal, and I'm recommending it to everyone I talk to because I literally love it. I love it so much. I love it. Okay, moving right along. This, the Tarteist Pro to Glow. It's super dirty. Because the packaging is awful. I got this when it was on sale at Sephora, the Tarteist Pro to Glow, a couple of weeks ago. I just threw this in here because I did just kind of buy it. So look, looks like this. It is the two mirrors on the side, and then it looks like this. It has 4 highlighters and a cream contour, and then a powder contour. Here's the problem. The powder contour, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this because it's so shiny. The powder contour is now pretty much useless because all of the highlighter has gone into it. So that's like a big design flaw. I don't really use like the cream contour too much anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of annoying because it did come with the palette. The highlighters are pretty. They're a little bit chunky. I only paid $21 for this. So if I had paid $45 for this, I really would have not been happy, which is, I think, the market price is $45. If I had paid that, I would not have been happy with this palette, but because I only paid the $21, I think that this is, for what I paid for it, I think it's a great deal. But I think for the normal price they're asking for it, I wouldn't highly recommend this one. It's just a little too chunky. A little too chunky. So next, this is a repurchase. I got the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This is my all-time favorite concealer. Like, ride or die. This is just such a good concealer. It's like the only one that really doesn't get like cakey throughout the day on my skin, which I love. Looks like this. It's pretty big too. I got the shade Medium Light Neutral, which is actually just my skin color, which I like because on natural days I can wear this and have no issues. And again, this was on sale in the Ulta section. You're going to be checking the sales after this video, I guarantee it, because there's amazing deals at all times, and nobody ever checks the sales. Gotta check the sales to get the deals. Okay, next I want to talk about, I'll just talk about this. This is just, I got this with my 100 points. It's a Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Lovesick. It's a nice, like, pinky color. Every time I go to Sephora lately, I've been building up my points because there's been nothing I've wanted. And I went in today, and the lady was like, you have 847 points. Do you want to use some? And I was like, you're going to clock me in the middle of the store like that. So I felt like I had to get something, and I saw this little Kat Von D lipstick, and I love her formula, so I was like, all right, we're going with that. So next, again, I just bought this just now. This is the Anastasia This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Allison. And it's this really, really pretty, you can kind of see, I'll swatch it. I have swatches from when I was in the store, so I'll swatch the other hand. You can see. I just thought this was the this is a horrible swatch. I thought it was like the perfect kind of vampy, it's a lot more red than it's showing up on camera. It looks like brown, but it's a lot more like dark pinky red kind of color. I really, really, really like it, and I think it's really perfect for fall and everything. So I am excited to use that. I've been trying to build up my lipstick collection a little bit because I realized I have no lipsticks. Like, I have like probably 15 liquid lipsticks, which I know seems like a lot, but also it doesn't, because I have a collection of liquid lipsticks that I don't necessarily use all of them. So I'd like to get rid of the ones I don't use and fill it with ones like this shade where I'll actually use it, because I have like random like neon, it's a thing, never mind. So this is from Marshall's. It's a brand called Tanya Crooks. It's a brow gel, basically. I got it for $3. I just dropped it. It looks like this, the brow gel. And it's just a clear liquid gel. And the formula is actually really, really, really similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Liquid Brow Gel. I think that's how you pronounce it. Super, super, super similar to that, and $3. So head out to your Marshalls and look for the brow gel, because I'm a fan of this. It makes your eyebrows like that hard feeling, but it doesn't get like sticky, if that makes sense. All right, next I'm so excited about this. I have wanted this for so long, and during the Sephora Vib sale, I was shopping around, and I was trying to decide what I wanted, and blah, 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 and I was like, everybody always talks about this Marc Jacobs, like, eyeliner. Everybody always talks about it. I should just pick it up. If I hate it, I can always return it. It ended up only being $20. Normally it's $25. It looks like this. It just looks kind of bougie, which is kind of cool. Looks like that. And this is... I don't even want to waste it, but like look at the thickness of that black line. Look at that. It is the best. It doesn't, I put it on this morning. Look at my eyes. That is the only thing about my makeup that isn't ruined yet. It is so, it just stays so long and it's so pigmented. I know it's pricey and I know a $20 eyeliner is like tough to swallow. $25. Tough to swallow, but this is so worth it. I'm going to rebuy this like 100%. I'm obsessed with that. That's the only eyeliner I think I'm ever going to use for the rest of my life. So next, I got this at Marshall's. It's the Shade and Light Eye Quad by Kat Von D in the shade Plum. This is a bust. It was only $10, so I'm not that mad. But if you bought this at the $27 they were retailing for, honey, I'm so sorry. This is just not good. It looks, okay, first of all, this was the last one they even had, like, of any of the colors. And it was in Plum, and I love purple eyeshadows. I'm obsessed with them. I love purple. Like, I think it looks so pretty. And I was like, this is perfect because when I'm going on a little vacation, I can just, like, bring this, like, a one-dayer. Like a one-day vacation. Not, like, anything longer. But for a one-day little day trip, this is, like, absolutely perfect. Just throw in your bag, whatever. It's so bad. I tried to do my makeup with this, and it was one of those days where, like, my day started off horrible because my makeup looked bad, and, like, this was the reason. It's too powdery. It's like Subculture powder. Like, if you got the Subculture, you know what I'm talking about. And if you didn't, you're lucky, because it was not a good palette. It's so powdery. Like, I wonder if I can... I'll try and show you. So, I just go to, like, stick my... I don't know if you can see the powder that's come off. That just flew. It's all over. It's all over. And it's not even pigmented. It just flies off. I don't know. I don't like this. And you can't return things to Marshall's. There's powder all over the thing from that. Like, I just don't understand. I'm not a huge fan of this. I don't think I would rebuy these little Shade and Light quads. If you got one for that much money, I'm sorry. Because I hate it. I don't like it. Next. Everything I have in front of me is something I truly have wanted for so long or love so much, except for the Shade and Light quad. She ruins it. But everything else is stuff that I love, so I'm just genuinely excited for this haul. I feel like makeup can be, like, really hit or miss. But, like, all of this stuff so far I've really, really liked. This is the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife. Yes, I know. I'm white. I know. First of all, I want to, like, roll my eyes. She's, like, the pretty girl that, like, knows she's pretty and, like, she's so pretty, we fucking get it. This is so pretty. It's the shimmeriest. It looks like I just put straight gold glitter onto my face, which actually I love. I think that looks so, so cool. And I think it's something that's definitely different. Like, I wore it out when I went out this weekend, I think. I wore it out this weekend, and I got so many compliments that I was just, like, glowing. Because I had it all over my face, basically. And for a really, like, fun, dramatic... This is not something I would wear every day. But for a really fun, dramatic look, I think this is really, really, really awesome. And I love it. So, next I got a Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Nosferatu. Nosferatu. It's just a red. I like her design of her bottles a lot, but I don't like that they're so skinny because you can't stand them up. It's kind of like a bright red, but it's a little bit mute. I'm so bad at swatching. Sorry. It's a kind of like a bright red, but it's a little bit more muted in, like, maroon undertones a little bit. I really, really, really love this. I've been wearing it quite a bit, and it's kind of been forcing me to be a little bit brighter with my makeup, or a little bit more muted with my eyes, and then I have, like, the bright red lip. I think that looks really, really cool, so I'm a fan of that. Okay, next, let's do this. Again, I just bought this 20 minutes ago. I have a problem. It's the new Anastasia Glow Kit It's the Sugar Glow Kit. I own one other glow kit, and I think I talked about this in a recent video. First of all, the pans are so big. These pans are huge. And it feels so creamy and so nice. And all of the shades I feel like I can wear, even like Butterscotch, the kind of darker one, I still feel like I could wear that on my skin tone. Oh, it's like this metallic. Are you kidding? Like these three are just stunning. They're like kind of dual chrome, but like everyday dual chrome. I don't know how to explain it. I really, really, really love all these, and I'm very excited to play with this and use this, especially for the holidays. We only have 3 things left. Was this a bad haul? I'm sorry. I feel like there wasn't. Did I let you guys down? I'm sorry. This is the thing that is my new favorite everything. I can't even talk about it because I wanted this so badly for like 6 months. When it first came out, I wanted it. Didn't get it because I just kept not getting it because it was so expensive. Like $65 is so much money to pay for an eyeshadow palette that's this small. Even if you love it and even if it's the perfect palette for you, like it's just a lot. It's a lot of money. I'm like, listen, I know it's a lot. So what happened was I had decided that I was going to use my 20% off VIB for this palette and just buy it online, bite the bullet, just buy it. It was still going to be $50. Just buy it. I hate buying things online because in my experience with Sephora, I've never had a great experience with them shipping to me. It just always kind of gets messed up or something happens and I didn't want to deal with it. But I knew they were taking this out of their collection. This was going to be limited edition, which I was kind of stressing me out because I was like, what if it sells out? Blah, 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 blah. So I checked so every time before I buy something online, I always check to see if it's closer than me because if it is, I'm just going to go get it. Like, I'm just going to drive to my local mall, which is still half an hour from my house, but I'm just going to drive to my local mall and I'm going to grab it because I don't want to deal with the shipping and the stress of all of it. I sound like the most basic asshole right now. So I checked and they have not had this in stock in my mall for actually 4 months. Once it sold out, they just never got a restock. I checked, they had this at my local mall. I found out at night. It was like 9:00 at night and I was like, holy shit. If it was like, if I get there and it's sold out tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be so mad. So I set an alarm and I got there right when they opened. When they opened their gate, I was standing right there and the girl was like, can I help you? And I was like, do you have the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette? And she was like, oh my God, actually, yeah, you can't swatch it. But we got 5 in and we sold 3 last night, so we have 2 left. And I was like, I just want it. Just give it to me, please. Just give it to me, please, please. So she gave it to me and I got my 20% discount. This is such a long, dramatic story over just a rose gold palette, but I love it so much. I went home and immediately put it on. And it is just it's everything I wanted. I wasn't disappointed. I had high expectations and I wasn't disappointed. This palette's phenomenal. And I'm hopefully going to be getting the Desert Dusk palette soon. So maybe we can do a little comparison video. But yeah, phenomenal. Really, really good stuff. Okay, next. These are the last 2. I'm just going to show you together. So I got the Morphe 35O and the 3502 palette. They look like that. I know. The 35O has been around for a while. I labeled them because I have 4. So I tried to label these palettes so that way I can just like pick it up real quick and see instead of having to look on the back. So this is the 35O, as you can see from my cute little labeling. Looks like this. I didn't realize how much I needed this until I got it. I walked in, I got a $10. Here's the story. For all the other stuff, I ordered the blush palette, the glow kit, whatever. It didn't come for 12 days. Like I said, I always have problems with shipping for whatever reason. So I emailed Ulta and I was like, listen, this is a continuous problem with you guys and I'm going to need to be compensated in some way because this is just so annoying because I paid for shipping. And so they sent me a $10 gift card, which isn't really that much, but whatever. So I went to Ulta because I had the $10 gift card to spend. And my Ulta sells Morphe. And I was like, no freaking way. And I'd already ordered the 3502 in the package I was still waiting on. The reason I got the $10 gift card. And I was like, wouldn't it be fun for my channel to do just like, I was like, I know I'm going to like the 3502 like significantly better. Because I don't really like neutrals. Like, neutrals, me. And I was like, I just really think like I'm going to like 3502 better. But wouldn't it be cute to get, it's so cheap. I have the $10 off. It would only be $12. Wouldn't it be so cute to do like just a little like review, like a 2x2 of like the Morphe 35O and the 3502. So I picked this up and I used it once, and I fell in love with it. Like, complete lust for me in this palette. This pink shade right here, this pink shimmer shade, I've worn on my eyes for 4 days straight. I think it's absolutely the prettiest. I understand. I get it. I always had the 35F and the 35P. So it's the purple and the fall tones. And I loved those. I thought those were fantastic. But everyone always talked about the 35O. And I was like, shipping is just like so expensive. And like, it's just super annoying. But then they came to Ulta. And I was like, gotta get this. Because it's like a cult classic. And I absolutely am just so obsessed with it. It's like the best thing ever. So next, something just like my apartment doorbell is really loud, so that buzzing you just heard was my apartment doorbell going off. Somebody's entering the apartment right now. We'll wait for them because my walls are really thin, so everyone can hear everything I'm saying when I'm filming these videos, and I know my neighbors judge me for it. Okay, they went upstairs. So the next is this last thing, 3502, and I got this. But I'd already had my little 35O, so I think biases had formed. This is still, don't listen to me, like, this is still an amazing palette. It's so stunning. Like, I thought they were going to be really, really similar, just because in the pictures they look so similar. But if you actually look at them, they're really different. You can see that the 35O is a little bit more cool toned. The 3502 is a lot more warm toned. The 3502 is stunning. I did a really, really pretty look with all these reds up here. I don't know how much I'm going to use these browns down here. Especially, the only thing I don't like is both palettes have a random, like, brown-green shade that I don't really like at all. I think it's actually pretty ugly. It's right here. And it's just not a cute shade. I don't really know why it got put in. But other than that, those palettes are bomb. If you have the $20-something, and especially now that they're at Ulta and the shipping is a lot more reasonable if you do want to buy it, I highly recommend you pick up some Morphe palettes. I got a Morphe palette, my first one last year for Christmas. I got the 35F, and I've been a huge supporter of them ever since. I love their stuff. For the price that you pay, it's a really, really, really good deal. Yeah, that's my little rant about Morphe. Everybody hates on it because they have codes. Who cares if they have codes? Who cares? Just buy the makeup. I think that's everything. This was kind of a little bit of a weird haul just because everything was so collective and like I bought them all at random times over this course of like 3 weeks buying all this. But yeah, I'm really excited to have all this stuff and to play with it, to make some new reviews for you guys. Tell me what you guys want to see. Tell me what you want to see reviewed. Do you want a Huda Beauty review? I know this is an old palette, but like, do you want it? I'll do it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it and you want to subscribe to me. It's an option. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you at the next one.